Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky Dose 15, where I'll be giving you my Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse race in action, but a little bit of a twist for this vlog, because I'm going to be selecting tomorrow's big race meeting at Newmarket. We're going to be going through the card and giving you my Lucky 15 predictions there, but we're going to make two Lucky 15 predictions out of the Newmarket card, and we'll also add on one other race to make up the fourth selection in the Lucky 15, which will be my nap from another race meeting. So stay tuned with that one. It's going to be hopefully an exciting meeting, and we'll get cracking onto it in a minute. Also, if you're watching us for the first time on the channel, I'm looking to be a horse racing journalist in the future sometime. I'm going back to university in September to study a Masters in Sports Broadcast and Journalism, and this is what the channel is all about: demonstrating my knowledge of horse racing, which is the sport I would most like to work in if I do become a qualified journalist. I'm absolutely passionate about horse racing, absolutely love it, and with your help I can gain the confidence and also have a bit of fun doing these predictions day in, day out. And we have a bit of fun. We had a good day on Monday. We had all four winners up there, the first time on the channel. And with you subscribing, commenting on the video, sharing, retweeting our content, it's absolutely great. We've been doing good business, and hopefully we'll just continue to grow, because I've got some good plans for this channel in the future. Hopefully we can get out to some stables and do some interviews with like owners, jockeys, trainers, groom staff, and all the effort that goes in to make horse racing such a fantastic sport. But yeah, I'm just going to go through on how today's selections ran. Not a bad day in the sense that our horses, they all ran really well in the end. They didn't run too badly. We had three places. If you're also new to us on the channel, we always do our Lucky 15s each way to give us the best chance of at least getting some money back, and at least if they place we can do okay, and they can also hold a bit of dividends for us if we can get a couple of winners on our Lucky 15 as well. So yeah, something I like to do. And we had three places today. We had Morning Suit at Yarmouth, which ran on well, was always in the frame, and just got denied second place there, so that one came third for us at 9-1. Then we went to Bath in the 640 of Trick of the Light, finished second, but it was never going to catch the winner. I think the horse was called Union Rose that won that race. That was a nice performance by that horse. Then we had Hopes Are High, ridden by Sylvester de Souza. Similar kind of story in the end. Was in the mix, but just finished, I think it was back in third place in the end, just lost second on the line, but ran a creditable race. And then our nap was Distant, which at one point I thought was going to really challenge and win the race the last couple of furlongs, because it was in the lead, it all looked good, but the jockey couldn't really find any turn of foot in it, and some of the others just managed to pip it towards the last few hundred yards or so, and that one only was about 2 lengths down in fourth place. So that wasn't a bad selection, but it did go out in the drift in the end. So we had three places today, and we got our money back and a tiny bit of profit. So all in all, it wasn't the worst day we've ever had on the channel. At least we were picking the right kind of horses that at least were giving us a chance. But anyway, enough of how today's selections ran. We're going to be getting stuck into tomorrow's horse race in action. Also check your bookmaker, because I'm going with Sky Bet for this particular race card meeting tomorrow, because they're paying out quite a lot of places on a few races. I see they're paying a 6th place and a 5th place, and if you do it each way, and our horse doesn't run particularly well but still finishes about 4th or 5th, we can also get a little bit of profit out of it. So yeah, so it's definitely worth to check out on those kind of things. But I'm going to be getting stuck into the first race tomorrow in the 150, and if you've noticed in these vlogs recently, we've been doing a nap and a long shot. This is actually going to be my long shot for tomorrow in the first race in the 150, a horse called Face of Facts, which has been running creditably of late. It was a bit unlucky last time at Royal Ascot, where it finished about 7th out of 12th, but it wasn't beaten a million miles off, and it did get a bit of blocked in towards the last 2 furlongs or so, and was denied a clear run, but managed to stay on. And this horse is going up in trip tomorrow, but a lot of these horses are going up in trip tomorrow as well, and a lot of them still have to prove if they can stay the trip or not, because they've never run over it before. But this horse definitely looked like it had potential to go up in trip, and it could be a real stayer. And I thought 20 to 1 with Adam Kirby on board and trained by John Gosden, who's a top excellent trainer, this horse could definitely feature in the race tomorrow and could be in the frame, possibly running on towards the end. And I thought 20 to 1 was quite a fair price. Also, an interesting fact to note is that John Gosden has won 4 of the last 6 renewals of this race, so that does look a promising statistic. So that's going to be our long shot for tomorrow in the 150, Face the Facts. Our second selection tomorrow sees us go to Sound and Silence, which won the Windsor Castle at Royal Ascot, I should say, a few weeks ago. This horse is run about 6 to 1 bookmakers at the moment. It's trained by Charlie Appleby, and William Buick takes the ride tomorrow, who's a very good jockey, been riding very well this season, especially for Godolphin, riding a lot of winners for them. This horse was on the bounce back when it won the Windsor Castle at Royal Ascot. It was a good performance in what was quite a tight race. That was over 5 furlongs, that handicap. The trainer, Charlie Appleby, is moving it up to 6 furlongs tomorrow, which is something that this horse hasn't really tried yet, but I think it could definitely come on for that, because if you look at the pedigree, it's definitely got some scope to possibly step up in trip. So I thought 6 to 1 with the horse running well. It's only run 3 races so far, 2 wins, and the defeat did come to Havana Grey, which actually did go on to win at Sandown at the weekend. So all in all, that wasn't a bad defeat, as it were, as it may look on paper. So fingers crossed Sound and Silence will come into us and give us our second winner on the card at Newmarket tomorrow. Probably be 0 from 2 at this stage, but we're just going to give it a go. Our third selection will see us then go to the 3 o'clock in what is quite a big, tightly contested race, and the one that caught my eye and thought at a price could definitely make the frame and go well is a horse that's been running very well of late and is going for a 6-timer tomorrow, and that's Goodwood Crusader. Managed to find it at 10 to 1. It's trained by Richard Hughes, and conditional jockey Finlay Marsh, who's a very good up-and-coming jockey, will be able to use a £7 claim tomorrow, which will be definitely helpful for the horse. The only concerns you might think are it is stepping up in grade, but it's been progressing very nicely and won over course and distance fairly recently as well, so that bodes well tomorrow. I quite like the idea of horses that perform well at the course, and especially over course and distance. There often tends to be something in that statistic, so that's going to be our third selection there tomorrow, Goodwood Crusader. Our fourth selection tomorrow, in the last of our first Lucky 15, will see us go to the 3:35 with a horse called Frontiersman. Great horse. It's been running very well of late. Second last time out behind Highland Rill, who followed up Royal Ascot for Aidan O'Brien and the Ballydoyle operation. This horse is definitely the favourite tomorrow, definitely the one to beat. I managed to find it 13 to 8 with bookmakers at the moment. It's going to be ridden again by William Buick and Charlie Appleby, and I'm hoping they have a good day tomorrow. So that's our fourth selection there. Our fifth selection will then see us go to the 4:05, which is a maiden for fillies, and this is going to be the first selection in our second Lucky 15, if you can bear to follow me. If not, I'm sorry if you don't understand what I'm saying, but the Lucky 15 is over 4 selections for each Lucky 15 bet. So we've used up our first 4. We're then going on to our second Lucky 15 if you're new to that concept. And our first selection on this slip, but the fifth selection overall, is a horse called Lamya. I hope I pronounced that right. It's trained by Richard Hannon, who does tend to maybe need the first run out, but this horse definitely had a lot to like on pedigree. It's going to be ridden as well tomorrow as well by Jim Crowley, the current champion jockey, but he's got some tough work to retain that title this season. But this horse has definitely got a fantastic pedigree. It's from a Galileo mare, and it's the daughter of Charles, I can't pronounce it, but Charles was a very good sprinter, and was very well remembered and won some good races at Royal Ascot. I think that horse was from Australia actually, so that's a very good pedigree and good relation to have there. So all in all, it looks like quite a nice filly on paper. Around about 7-1 with bookmakers at the moment. In these kind of races, it's always hard to tell. If you actually look at the card tomorrow, there's quite a lot of horses that will be first time out tomorrow, and there's only been a few horses that have had some experience, so you might want to go with one of them. But I thought maybe one of the newcomers actually might take this tomorrow, and I thought that was quite an appealing one at 7-1. So that was our 5th selection there at Newmarket tomorrow. Our 6th selection at Newmarket sees us go to the 4:35. And what's one we've gone for here is Jumira Bridge, trained by Roger Varian, and Andrea Azzani takes the ride tomorrow. Currently 4-1 bookmakers at the moment, but this does look like be one of the strongest horses in the race. Currently 4-1 with bookmakers, been very progressive of late. Was unlucky last time just to lose by a neck to Mark Johnson horse Queen and Waiting over course and distance, and if it can run another creditable race, I definitely think it's going to be there in the mix tomorrow, and I thought 4-1 was not the worst price you're ever going to get on that horse. So Jumira Bridge is our 6th selection at Newmarket tomorrow. Our last selection at Newmarket, but our 3rd on our 2nd lucky 15 is a horse called Tricorn, John Gosden horse here, ridden by James Doyle tomorrow. He's a very good jockey who rides all around the world. This horse came 3rd last time in a Royal Ascot handicap, which was very hotly contested. It's meeting one of its rivals tomorrow, Ronald R, who finished 2nd and just beat that horse last time out. But this time Tricorn is better off in the weights, and I thought at 6-1 that was quite a fair price for Tricorn, and I thought that horse can definitely be in the mix tomorrow, and he's definitely a likeable type. So that's our 7th and final selection at Newmarket. Now my nap for tomorrow, who's going to make up our last selection on our lucky 15, the 2nd one tomorrow, sees us go to Newbury on the evening flat action, and in the 7:05 I've napped Mr. Minerals, currently 13-8 with bookmakers at the moment, trained by Richard Hughes, who we've backed earlier with Goodwood Crusader. Going to be ridden this horse tomorrow by Shane Kelly, who's got a good relationship with this horse. This horse absolutely blistered up last time at Kempton in a very impressive performance, and it's also run another good race at Wolverhampton where it won first time out in quite impressive style. So this horse definitely has some scope for improvement. It's off a mark tomorrow of 86, which I think is a workable mark. Don't think that's too harsh on it, because I definitely think this horse could be the real deal and could go all the way, and I thought 13-8 tomorrow, this is definitely the horse to beat in this race. And I remember watching it at Kempton last time being very impressed, and that's why I've napped it for tomorrow. But anyway, if you've got any red hot tips for the July Newmarket Festival tomorrow, if you think that I'm wrong, please let your opinions be made in the comments box below. Also as well, please like the video for more daily horse racing content. Also subscribe as well to the channel. The more subscribers we have, the better we can do with these vlogs. Also as well, gamble responsibly. If you want to take me on, please do. I see some of you do that in the comments box below sometimes. So yeah, hopefully we'll have a good day at Newmarket tomorrow. Gamble responsibly, and we'll be seeing you soon.